I'm just going to take a very quick look at a couple of very common and pretty omnipresent blues techniques here, which are the tremolo, which a lot of people who learning blues are a bit frightened of, but really is very easy, and also fast arpeggios. We'll come on to those in a second. First of all, the tremolo. Let's look at how it's used. Very simple blues in C. Hello, dog. There we go. Okay, you can see what I'm doing, just holding the chord and literally trembling on it. That's what tremolo means. Okay, it's kind of imitation of a similar thing that a lot of stringed instruments can do, and a lot of woodwind instruments and so on. Okay, and it's dead easy. The best way to do it really is to try it. It's a little bit tiring at first because you have to do a lot of quick movements. Okay, what you can do though, rather than having to tremble each finger, which can be quite sort of difficult to do, you can achieve virtually the same effect by splitting the chord in half with one note or maybe two notes at the bottom, the others at the top, and rocking very, very quickly between them. That's what I'm doing there. Okay, so look at it in a more simple chord, triad of C. Okay, and the best way to do it, it's a little bit like playing a split riff like that. Just imagine a kind of axis down the middle of your hand and just rock between them. But the movement is far more in your fingers than in your wrist. Okay, and it takes a little bit of practice and it's quite tiring at first, but it's not too bad. It works best with sort of really bluesy chords like that ninth. Okay, the other thing I was doing there was arpeggiating. That means taking the chords, splitting them up and running up and down the piano really quickly on them. Okay, if you've had classical piano lessons, you'll have probably played arpeggios as part of your scales and stuff. If so, you should find this straightforward. If you're going to do that, or techniques like it, you're going to find it quite hard to be really smooth and legato if you go slowly. The trick is to take it fast and to use the pedals to stick it to the pedal, the sustain pedal, to stick it together. Okay, so that was with pedal. If you listen to that without pedal, it sounds a bit lame and a bit messy. I'm getting a few wrong notes in there. Don't worry about the odd wrong note, it's not a problem. Slow it down. And arpeggiating is a really good way to get between one chord and another, or one sort of variation of a chord and another. Okay, the trick there is to just be familiar with your chords and your chord shapes and your inversions. Okay, and as ever, just to practice. So maybe take a fairly simple chord like that, C9, tremolo it on a bit first, whoa, and then up we go. And don't worry about making mistakes. You know, you will make mistakes at first. It's a kind of a rolling motion. One thing you'll notice just there is that it's a lot harder to come down. Okay, for whatever reason, it's just hard. I guess because you've got to take the whole of your hand over in that direction. Going up's easy because all you have to do is keep that bit on and stick a thumb underneath to get to the start of the next one. Okay, but coming down, I say it's a whole of the hand, and it's quite difficult. So you You can do it down over short distances. But if I'm coming down and you know, on arpeggio, I tend to split it into sort of semi-riff type things. Okay, so obviously if you're only just starting out, you're not going to be able to do that sort of thing straight away. But just practice and practice and practice. Try the tremolo, try the arpeggiation stuff, and you should find it, after a while, it begins to come pretty naturally. I say after a while, you have got to stick with it. Okay, any comments or questions, stick them in the comment thread on bluespiano.tv where this video is posted. Here's the actual address of the post where you'll find it, or in the comment thread on YouTube. Either way, I'll get back to you. Okay, thanks very much.